Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. You want to find a position that is both sturdy and comfortable. You don't want to feel like you're about to fall over during the practice, so you want to find a sense of stability. It also, in turn, gives us a sense of groundedness, a sense of being here for this moment's sake. So, finding sitting in a chair or formal meditation posture works. You also want to find something comfortable in the same way, because sitting comfortably really matters. You don't want to become uncomfortable during the practice because it just becomes a distraction. So, in a comfortable position, if sitting formally in a formal meditation posture works, or sitting in a chair works, you can even lie down, just don't fall asleep. Just find a position that is both sturdy and comfortable. Just find what works for you. Now, you can either close or open your eyes during this practice. It is up to you. And if you prefer to close your eyes, go ahead and close your eyes. But if your eyes are open, leave the screen alone and drop your gaze gently down below you. Maybe you're glancing lightly at the floor or the desk or whatever is just below you. We're not staring or analyzing at a particular spot in the floor, and we're also not zoned out and blurry. We have a gentle gaze directed softly, yet clearly downwards. You're in a comfortable and sturdy seated position, and your eyes are either closed or open, gaze directed softly, yet clearly downwards. Just notice this moment. Just as it is. Noticing the sounds outside your window, the noises of your cat walking around you, the sound of rain hitting the roof, and the low hum of the refrigerator. Also, notice how you feel. Maybe you feel a bit of stress, a bit of anxiety, or you feel worked up. Maybe you just feel neutral. Just allow it all to be here. And you may notice how thoughts keep intruding and trying to talk about this moment. And a lot of the times they're rejecting this moment, wishing things were different, angry that things are not the way that they think they should be. But these thoughts are just that. They just come and go. And we don't have to pay such close attention to them. So bring your attention gently to the sensations of the breath, the gentle rising and falling sensations of breathing. And just leave your thoughts alone. Regard them like sounds outside your window, just noise. And remain with breathing, rising and falling. Maybe I'm catching you thinking right now. And that's okay. When you notice that you're lost in thought, gently return to the breath. Just come back without force, without pushing, without judging. Just return to the breath. Come back. Come back to the breath. Wake up. Wake up from thinking. Gently return to the breath. Just notice it, rising and falling. We're not controlling anything. We're allowing everything to be just as it already is, here and now. All right, you can look at the screen. Life can really feel like things build up, you know, I'm sure you know. If you're at all a reasonable adult, or not a reasonable adult, but an adult, where you've been through life in any way and you start gathering responsibilities, things really get heavy. And there's really no way of solving everything to become, you know, perfect. Although we all strive for that, or we all secretly believe somehow that after the end of all of our efforts, we'll reach this place where everything has been taken care of. There are no problems that arise, and everything's sorted out. Well, at least behaving as though that is a reality. And the older I get, the more I learn personally how unrealistic that view is, how it's really not ever going to be perfect in the way that my thoughts want it to be. There's never going to be this coasting life of no problems, no worries, no struggles. Even at the end of solving all the current problems that I have, it's not going to be, there's just going to be more that pop up in some way. Dangerous situations, safe situations, boring situations, depressing situations, scare, doesn't matter. But what's beautiful about this practice is that we come in contact with that. We don't, we less and less engage in the futile attempt to make everything not build up, right? The futile attempt to keep problems away. It won't happen. This practice, although isn't a method of calming down, does calm you down. And I like to call this thing that we do with the buildup, I call it stacking. We got this problem, that problem. What am I going to do about this problem? And then this problem too? So it feels like heavier and even heavier. What the hell is this? If you just practice and notice this moment as it is, the problems that really are arising, the ones that cause us anxiety and frustration and fear and general unwellness, is a production of the mind. Not saying that problems shouldn't be solved and problems don't show up, and I'm not saying that really, but the repetition of problems, the consistent and worrying, and we all know this. Like I said last time, that we suffer more in imagination than we do in reality. So to practice means to calm down, to notice our tendency to think of our problems all the time, and to leave it alone. And the truth is, it's not you that's thinking it. This is just an illusion. This is just an idea. Problems pop up in the head, and we just follow them too much. We give too much credence to the flow of chatter within the skull. And we can leave it alone, which is what we did today. We leave it alone, and that is practice. And the more you practice, the more this develops, the less problems in life seems to build up on us. It seems not to be so heavy, And it's okay that things happen. The one that lives a life that is stressed out and the one that lives a life that is happy, both end up dead in the end, right? And I don't mean that morbidly. I mean that there's really no reason to stress out so much or have anxiety or whatever, because it doesn't help you in the end. So enjoy it and practice. Like I say every time, whatever you do, wherever you are, this is what my teacher told me when I left Germany. He said, wherever you are, whatever you do, it doesn't matter. Just practice. Whatever you do, practice. Thank you for your time today. And as always, and without exception, I'll see you tomorrow.